Hi everyone, in this video I'm showing you how to fold the chiaroscuro square without folding the full grid first so there are no extra creases. If you haven't watched the other video yet, go watch that one first. I'll link to that right here and down in the description, otherwise this one will be pretty difficult to follow. This video does assume that you watched the last video and that you folded it successfully, so I go a lot faster and offer a lot less explanations. So let's get down to it. So we'll start by creasing just a little bit of a diagonal in the center. Not all the way across. Just about there is fine. Now we'll take the other diagonal and we'll just make a small pinch right in the center, just as small as you can. This is just so we know where the center is. Next we'll bring both of these corners into the center. This time we can crease all the way across. And then unfold those. Now that we have the midpoint marked on each of the edges, we can fold that inner square. So just bring the edge up to the center on each side, and then we're just creasing the inside of this square. So it won't go all the way across, it'll end right at this crease that we have. Then we'll rotate that and do that again here. Starting right from this crease, and then as it runs over, when you look at it from this side, these creases don't quite meet, so we can do it just a little further on both sides, just to make them so they meet exactly. And we'll rotate, and the same process here. Now that one was pretty accurate, so now we have that whole inner square. Now we'll work on some more of these diagonals. So we'll take this bottom corner up to this point we have where these creases meet. Do the same on the top. Next we'll bring this corner all the way over to this point where the creases all meet. Now we're only going to crease this outside of that inner square. Same thing on the top. Now we need the center diagonal also, just on the outside of that square. Then we'll turn it over and we can finish that grid that works on the outside of this square. It helps if you do this crease up first. Then we have the reference point for the corner to make sure we keep it centered. Next we'll bring this crease up to the next one, but just make sure not to crease the inside of that inner square. Now for this last one, I fold the corner all the way up and then just make sure these creases line up underneath now. So I'll line it up on the left, line it up on the right, and then crease it towards that inner square. Then I'll turn it all around and repeat those steps on this side. Now we'll turn that over, rotate it this way. Now we can form the creases on the inside of that square. So we'll do the diagonal. And then forming this crease, we'll just bring this corner out to the other corner of that inner square. Same on the top. And we'll turn it over. And we can just grab this as a mountain fold and pleat it up to the next crease. And pleat it down. Now this last one, we'll turn it over, and I find it easiest to just do it up in the air between those two. Now we just need to collapse everything. The main part to be careful about is once you get to where it's just about collapsed, these outer corners, you don't want to make these creases that run through right here, so you don't want to squeeze that all the way down. You'll hold that open as you form these creases on the inside to make them tighter. But if you press it down right here, that'll have some extra creases that you don't want. Now all those creases feel pretty nice to me. So we'll open that back up. And there we have it without all those extra creases.